En esta ocasión estamos con nuestros amigos de University of Western Australia, con su representante, el señor David Connell, y a quien le damos una cordial bienvenida. Good afternoon. Welcome to our fair, Dave.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You can go ahead with your full screen presentation, please.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for having me, Lillian, and allowing me to present on the University of Western Australia. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It's a pleasure to be here with you. So as it's tradition at the University of Western Australia, we like to acknowledge the Indigenous people who are the custodians of the land on which the university is situated. So traditionally, we acknowledge the people through this statement. So the University of Western Australia acknowledges that its campus is situated on Noongar land, and that Noongar people remain the spiritual and cultural custodians of their land and continue to practice their values, languages, beliefs, and knowledge. So this is a brief introduction to myself. So Dave Connell is my name. I look after the International Sponsored Students Unit here at the University of Western Australia. I'm also, in my other role, I'm an advisor for internationalisation within the health and medical sciences schools. The University of Western Australia is also something that I am very proud of, given I am an alumnus of the Master of Public Health. So it's something that I really do like to promote to people abroad, because I believe a degree at the University of Western Australia really does take you places anywhere around the world. So today's session, there's a bit to go through, quite a bit of imagery which I wanted to show you, because I believe that whilst you're here to study within a university, it really is about the total experience of living in Perth, being able to travel around Western Australia, studying at the university and its surrounding areas, and the course in particular, and what is available to you as a student on the university campus. So just a bit on Perth, Western Australia, which is where the university is located. So as you're probably aware, we're located obviously in Australia, which is in the Southern Hemisphere, similar to Peru. We are located on the western side, and we're the capital of Western Australia, Perth is. So we're in the southwest corner of Australia. So Perth really is a city of opportunity. Over the last 10 years, it's continued to grow at 3.5%. We've got an extremely strong mining sector, which has really helped Australia get through the current tough times as a result of the pandemic. So the mining and the economic sector within Perth and Western Australia is really supporting the economy of Australia. 37% of WA's population was actually born overseas. So you can see we're extremely multicultural here in Western Australia. Over 190 countries are represented and 270 languages. So a very welcoming and multicultural city. We've been ranked the 14th most livable city in the world. And we're the sunniest city in Australia, with a very Mediterranean style climate. So at present, similar to yourself, being in the Southern Hemisphere, we're entering summer period, and today actually outside it's quite warm here, and it's still only spring. So generally most of the year round we've got beautiful blue skies, nice warm weather, which allows people to spend a lot of time outside and a lot of time enjoying nature, playing sport, enjoying the beaches that we have on offer. The city of Perth is actually located in the same time zone as 60% of the world's population, and we're actually the gateway, really, when you have a look through Asia, Southeast Asia, Europe, Africa in particular, to Australia. So it's very well positioned as a city. So not only is the economy so strong, as I just mentioned, our national average wages are actually 8% above what is nationally here in Australia. And we've got the lowest cost of living in any other major Australian city. So you can see with a strong economy, excellent national wages, low unemployment rate, and lowest cost of living, it is actually a wonderful place to live and to find a job here within Perth. In fact, as a result of our strong economy and our position, the largest number of ASX listed companies have actually decided to set up headquarters here in Perth. We've got almost 60,000 international students who call Perth home for their studies, and we offer all our students 40% discount on public transport. Just one of the many initiatives we've got on offer here for students who decide to study in Perth. I've just put this in because we're very reliant on our agricultural sectors as well. One of the things that we find a number of students do is, particularly during vacation time, they'll go and work on farms or in orchards or vineyards, fisheries, etc., and earn a lot of money because our farming sector does rely heavily on international students being able to work and assist with, say, fruit picking, etc. So I did mention sport, so we're very big in our sport. So pretty much anything you could want to play, we have available here in Perth, right through summer, with cricket, tennis, etc. Into our winter sports. We've got soccer is very strong here, rugby, etc. And we do have what's called Australian rules football, which is a traditional native game to Australia. You can see up there in the top left-hand corner there is someone kicking the Australian rules football. Food, because we've got such a diverse culture, we cater for pretty much all cuisines. Obviously, with our long coastline, we have an abundance of fresh seafood. But not only that, we have a wide range of barbecue grills, Indian restaurants, Chinese restaurants, burger places, charcoal grills, whatever you could want is essentially available here. We've got fresh food markets where you can get all your vegetables, fresh meats, and your groceries, and they're located in every single suburb. We have traditional Aussie food, such as you may have heard of our Vegemites and Tim Tams, Lamingtons, and even kangaroos, which is a local delicacy here, which is a meat here in Australia. So I'm just going to, one of the things that makes Australia so unique, and Perth in particular, Western Australia, is the diverse landscapes that we have on offer. So I'm just going to quickly go through these images for you. But you can see, because of our coastline, it's one of our most valuable, iconic destinations for people to go and not only holiday at, but visit during the week. So you can see beautiful blue oceans, wonderful white pristine sands. But the further you go north, you can get these rocky outcrops and cliffs and red dirt as well. but it's just beautiful scenery. The coastline has an abundance of reefs, so you can go snorkeling, diving, beautiful tropical fish. And then further up north, because there's quite a population of wild camels in Western Australia. So we have these camel rides available. This is just the white sand dunes that we have just north of Perth. People go sandboarding or four-wheel driving over these dunes. And then if you go further out into the middle of Western Australia, you get to what's known as our desert. So low-lying trees, you can see the red dirt there. So very dry, very barren, but a great place to go visit and just see our wonderful creation. So further up north, we have these beautiful cliffs that have been created over millions and millions of years as a result of water running through rain. These are called the bungle bungles here at the moment. So particularly during the current closure of international borders, a large number of the Western Australian population and Australian population have actually travelled north and taking in these beautiful natural scenes here in Perth. So this is the Perth city itself, so the capital of Western Australia. You can see it's not a massive city, but it's a beautiful city situated on the Swan River. Elizabeth Quay, which is a new facility, a lot of bars and restaurants available here, ferries for people to travel around Perth. A lot going on in the city. So we have night markets, we have a lot of festivals that are held, fireworks on the Swan River. So this is Australia Day each year where we celebrate our national day. So it's a very vibrant city and lots of activity goes on for people who are living in Perth. A lot of restaurants and bars, as I mentioned. So a lot of opportunity to go out and be social within the city, in the city centre. This is Optus Stadium. So this is our major sporting facility. It's quite brand new. So we have it's a 65,000 seat stadium. We have major soccer games, cricket games, music festivals and concerts that are held here at this state of the art. It's actually been voted the #1 stadia in the world. Kings Park. So this is actually the largest inner city nature reserve in the southern hemisphere, and it's located right on the city doorstep, and actually it's right across the road from the University of Western Australia as well. So it's a beautiful place to go and have a picnic, to go bushwalking and enjoy the natural scenery, and it's available for all our students and staff as well. Very open city, so lots of opportunities to go cycling and walking, so it's very easy to get around. This is just our coastline. So this is one of the beautiful beaches. This is my favourite beach within Perth. It's called City Beach. Right along the coast, there's opportunities to go and have barbecues and picnics. So this is a gas barbecue and it's free of charge. So during summer, these barbecue facilities are in high demand and packed with people each day. So this is the Swan River. I've touched on that before. So the city is actually based on the Swan River. It divides the city into the north of Perth and to the south of Perth. But you can see it stretches from the ocean and right out to the hills in Perth. This is Rottnest Island. It's accessible by boat and ferry. So people go on holidays there. They go to enjoy these little creatures called quokkas. So you can only find these marsupials on Rottnest Island, so you can go have your photos taken with them. But it's known for its beautiful beaches, the ability to go snorkeling and swimming and just relaxing. And it's only 40 minutes or half an hour by boat. So the University of Western Australia. I'm just going to skip this. This is a little, I might play it quickly. Okay, so that was just a little bit of an insight into the life on campus, and one of the things that makes UWA a destination for students, because we really do try and support our students and make it a very lively and welcoming campus. So the University of Western Australia is actually the #1 university in Perth, so we're ranked higher than any other university. We're part of the group of 8 universities, which is a coalition of the most research intensive universities and the oldest universities in Australia. So it's called a sandstone university. And really the beauty of that is that you are learning off the most innovative and the best researchers in the country. This is the campus. So you can see we're located on the Swan River there, only 3 kilometres from the city centre. It's quite a beautiful campus, obviously with the sights and scenes. You can see just across the road there is the UWA College Road. So we've got 5 university accommodation facilities for all our students. And then #1 just up the top there, that's actually our health and medical campus as well. So that's only just over 1 kilometre from the main campus, but all our students obviously get access to the main campus as well. So UWA has a very strong reputation, obviously, for research, teaching, and community engagement. So we're established in 1911, and we're the 6th oldest university in Australia. So we're ranked in the top 100 universities in the world. That's by QS rankings, and the ARWU ranked us 85th in the world. Quite a number of our subject areas are ranked in the top 50 or in the top 100 in the world, as you can see there. So particularly, we're very strong in engineering, in the agricultural sciences, in health and medicine in particular. We have a very strong income, so we invest heavily in the student experience and in our facilities as well. And we're extremely well engaged with all our industry partners throughout not only Western Australia, Australia and globally as well. So we've got over 457 global partnerships right across the world, and we recruit students from all the different regions across the world. So you can see the diversification of our international students in that image there. So we enroll over in non-pandemic time, we would enroll over 6,400 students from over 110 different countries. Okay, so in terms of what we really try and focus on our disciplines, so we're really trying to tackle those global challenges throughout our research streams. So our researchers are very well engaged globally, and we earn over $208 million in research income generally each year. So we're very highly cited in the main research articles, and we've got a number of world-class research institutes and facilities. So you can see over 40 world-leading research centres and institutes there, which a number of our international students are actively researching in. So you may have heard of Professor Barry Marshall. He's one of our prize researchers, obviously having won the Nobel laureate for physiology and medicine. So he's part of our UWA Medical School, graduated in 1974, and was one of two key researchers in discovering the cause of gastric ulcers. He's a fascinating man, and if you get a chance to listen to one of his guest lectures, please do, because he goes through how he actually made himself ill to find the cause of the gastric ulcers. And he's actually leading the Marshall Centre for Infectious Diseases here at the University of Western Australia. So we've got we've got 22 colleges of or schools within our College of Schools. So you can see on the right-hand side there, pretty much all the disciplines you could want to study or research in, we offer here at the University of Western Australia. So we're very well known for our teaching with 5 stars in the QS rankings, and our overall experience of students is highly recognised as well. So in terms of, we're highly ranked. So what I might do is race through these slides because I'm wary of time. But you can see we're the first in Australia for our agriculture and environmental sciences. And these are all the various subjects that we do cover. Then architecture, design and planning. So we're award-winning for architecture. And these are what our key focuses on, especially environmental design, environmental geography and planning as well. Business and commerce, so we're fully accredited by EQUIS and AACSB. We're highly industry recognised and engaged. So you can be assured that you're coming out with an excellent degree. Our law school has been around for over 90 years. And we're ranked in the top 100. So we've got a Juris Doctor degree as well. So these are the specific areas that we do focus on within the law and our business and commerce. So physical sciences, engineering and math. So we're ranked 4 in the world for our mining and mineral engineering. So we're obviously highly recognised. We've got a very good oceans engineering area. So we're ranked the 1st in Australia and 22nd in the world for oceanography, very good data and computer science. So cybersecurity and artificial intelligence, obviously, these days are a big, of big demand. So we cover off all our engineering degrees as well. So health and biomedical sciences. So we're ranked top 3 in Australia for clinical medicine and 29th in the world. Been teaching medicine for over 60 years. So psychology, ranked 1st in Australia, top 50 in the world, fully accredited, obviously. And these are all the areas that you could possibly study. So humanities and social sciences, first in WA, and first for psychology. So these are the specific areas. So very strong in our languages as well, international relations, gender studies. We've got some extremely good researchers, particularly in gender studies here at the university, music and fine arts. So those are the areas there. Physical sciences and mathematics. So chemistry, geochemistry is quite a big area and geology in particular here at UWA. So this is what we try and embed in all our courses. Doesn't matter what you're studying, but we really focus on ensuring work integrated learning. So not only are you learning in the lecture theatre, but you're actually required to go out and apply your theory into real life experiences. So these are the degree structures. So we offer a Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Philosophy, and then coursework masters. I'll just skip these. We have a particular process where you find a supervisor, complete an expression of interest, and then lodge your application with the Graduate Research School. So we look for a coursework master's entry at 65%, essentially at your undergraduate level. And then if you were looking at research, you'd need research experience, plus generally 70% minimum in your honours degree or master's degree. In terms of IELTS, generally it's a minimum of 6.5 and no lower than 6 in each band. Okay, there are some special requirements for research, and particularly the law school, education and dental school and medical school require higher IELTS there. These are important dates. So we have two intakes each year. So generally February to June, and then July to November. And then there's a 3-month holiday period for students at the end of the year and 1 month in the middle of the year. These are essentially for a student, these are the facilities. Anything you require as a student is on offer. So we've got sporting facilities, and then we offer accommodation, as I touched on before. There's the ability to work as a part of your student visa. So a maximum of 40 hours per fortnight, and then unlimited in your vacation period. So these are some valuable resources in terms of websites. You can seek more information. My email is at the bottom there. So you can email me at any time, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions for you. So that's a quick snapshot, I hope. Sorry to rush through. It's quite a tight time frame, but I hope it gives you a little bit of a insight not only into Perth and Western Australia, but to the University of Western Australia and the areas that you can study here at the university.
Sure, Dave, thank you so much for your presentation. Okay. This was very clear and not small.
I hope. Sorry,
thank you.
Sorry, it was so rushed.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Some people will write you directly with your questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and perfect.
Thank you so much for your kind participation, and we really look forward to having you next year in our fair.
Great. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to share this presentation if anyone would like it.
Thank you, Dave. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Bye.